Bouncing back from hope, just back into despair. Just how long is this battle gonna go on? It is obvious no human other than Escanor possibly has the power to destroy 10 commandments, but now we're getting a glimpse of a new one. The 7 deadly sins were supposed to be the ones to destroy the 10 commandments. So why is he stepping outside and now gonna sacrifice his life in hopes of slaying the last true 3 commandments? No, wait a moment, where did it... Well, now I think about it, what happened to Frauden? Well, who cares? Either way, no, there is no way he's gonna win. Why? Because I have a very big feeling despair is gonna win. Either way, Escanor sent his cruel son right at Estarosa. It didn't burn him to ashes as we thought. He instead took it just similar to when Majin Buu took the spirit bomb. But he screams out in anger of Escanor, so I guess the next time they meet, well, they will... I think he will be affected by the commandment. But Seldris tries to stop the fireball. I mean, this was what I feared. I feared he was stronger than Estarosa. The fact that he is behind Estarosa trying to push back the sun pisses me off. But of course, they can't do it. So that is good. Instead, the fire like boom, and it seems like the 2 commandments, Seldris and Estarosa, are vanquished. But given what happened later in this chapter, I have a feeling they did not. So the problem is Escanor has now used so much of his power that he needs to rest. Not because he's tired, but because apparently the power of Rita and everything else is now out of control, because this is one of the first time he has used this. So the other demons, Derere, Moonspieto, and Greylodo, decides to still attack the castle, even though they should... even though you thought they could retreat. But then again, they knew they couldn't retreat. They only had 1 monster in their groups. Instead, Hauser says to Gil that they need to retreat back into the castle. Of course, Gil refuses. You have really dropped much in my popularity polls, Gil. Your obsession with revenge clouds you. I mean, this is what I like Hauser more than I like Gil, because Hauser has always been one who guided by his emotions in the kind way. Gil has always been selfish with what he wanted to do, and but at the same time enormously desired to protect the ones he cherished and avenge them. While Hauser wanted to avenge, he at the same time is strangely the voice of reason. He is the one who grabs Gil and says that we cannot do anything because of the commandments of the 10 commandments, but their bodies can act as shield. Unfortunately, they get attacked by the humans possessed by commandment, and here is what I think. That explosion, apparently, according to Derere at least, made that Seldris and Estarosa's magic power vanished. But we have seen from previous experience that when a person's magic disappears, it doesn't necessarily mean they have died. Moreover, these humans are under the curse of the commandments, and as the Demon King said, the only way to free yourself from a commandment is either defeating the 10 that had it, or death. And that includes, I think, even the death of the commandment. And given to the fact that Seldris' commandment, piety, is still in effect here, because I think it is the piety, it means probably that, yeah, Seldris is not dead. We already got his commandment, couldn't they have died? Well, either way, Moonspieto and Derere decides to confront them. Alas, they cannot do anything, but the one who steps out in the platter is none other than Denzel, the younger brother of the king, who apparently has a triumph card. He begs Ban to protect the queen and the king, which is actually pretty strange. We haven't seen the queen this entire arc, and now you're telling me she's still alive? Where the hell happened to her during the invention? No, I'm seriously asking. What the hell happened to her during the Holy Night Rebellion? If she's still alive, where the hell has she been? Who knows? But it appears that Denzel has a triumph card. He says goodbye to his older brother in his minds. Of course, Moonspiet and Dere are not amused by this, given to the fact that apparently Denzel has a power level similar to the Reds, meaning very well he couldn't have defeated a commandment. Do not know how he managed to hurt Fraudrin, though, but I guess it must have been because they severely weakened his power. No, but what he does have is apparently a Deus Ex Machina. He reveals his sword again, and it reveals it's not just any sword. He did say to Fraudin, I think he said at least, that that sword was blessed by the power of the goddess, and that's why Fraudin couldn't heal as easy from it. I think I recall that. And now it seems it's true. It's not just that it's a sword blessed by the goddess, no, it harnesses a goddess in itself. He does a random enchantment and offers a bit of his blood as a beautiful and very big-breasted girl dressed in a, well, who knows clothing, and wings appear before him as an avatar. And Bun recognizes from the same presence as the Horn of Chironius, revealing that Denzel is sacrificing his life to kill the other commandments, and that's by becoming a vessel for the goddess clan. But and his eyes turns into the same eyes as Elizabeth, mind you, once again hinting that Elizabeth is more than she wants. But the one who decides to take this seriously is none other than Derere, and that is actually a noteworthy. Up until now we have never seen her with other thing than a boring expression, but she stops Moonspiet, and her hair is going up, and her eyes is that of pure hatred, saying, he is all mine. Widely hinting that Derere has a personal grudge against the Goddess clan. Well, the Goddess clan sealed them away. But it is confirmed that Derere was one of the original 10 Commandments, so I doubt she is one of those Goddess clan members that have been resurrected as demons. No, I don't think it's like that. But she seems to have a very strong hatred for Goddess clan, given to the fact that she didn't even say, take it from the ass, he's all mine. Instead, he just says, instead she just says with her arm, he is all mine. So, well, what's gonna happen now? Well, Denzel is undoubtedly gonna die. He sacrificed his body for the Goddess clan. In fact, we need the Goddess clan back. Most of all because I want to see their personalities. From what we've seen of the Goddess clan, we now have enough evidence to confirm every single Goddess clan member had angel wings. And it seems the vessels of the Goddess clans have these weird eyes that's similar to Elizabeth. When she used her power to the max, she actually manifested wings. But are they good or are they bad? Compared to the Demon clan, it seems they're good, but they were willing to kill Meliodas, someone who has been noted to have been betrayed his own kind, mind you. And that is what frustrates me. Why? But I don't think we're gonna hear that now. Instead, Denzel's gonna die, and there's no way he's gonna defeat these 10 Commandments. Why? Because, well, for one thing, we haven't even heard their own commandments yet. I wanna know their commandments and what they do before they die. Don't get me wrong, I don't want them to win. But at the same time, it's the 7 Deadly Sins missions to destroy them. So, what's gonna happen? No freaking idea. Next week's chapter the next chapter is called Ye Evildoers Be Smitten. I guess Denzel decides to talk old British in that one. But I don't think he will win. Why? Because, well, let's face it, let's all drown in despair. Give me your thoughts if you have any.